Hi, this is Campbell Scott driving around Hamilton. Welcome to my vlog and welcome to 2010. Happy New Year to you. I hope you had a safe and happy holiday period. The new year is a great time to be setting some new goals or to be reassessing some old ones, and so this short 2-minute video will be on goal setting. I'm not talking about New Year's resolutions as such. I've found that for the most part these just don't work, and the reason for that is pretty simple. They're usually based on ending or changing a bad situation or event. A good example might be quitting smoking, losing weight is another popular one, drinking less on the 1st of January is a common one. Whatever it is, it's hard to get excited about, it's hard to get motivated about negative things. We find it's much easier to move towards new and positive changes than it is to move away from bad situations. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to set some goals that will ensure that 2010 is your best year yet. Goals that will excite you, that will get you up early in the morning, that will keep you up late at night, and ensure you have a successful and rewarding year. So let's get into it. The first step in the goal setting is the what of goals. What is it that we want to change? What do we want to acquire in 2010? To do this, I'd encourage you to grab a piece of paper. We'll divide that into 3 columns, one each for the various categories of goal that we're going to consider. The first category we'll hit up is our health and fitness goals. These are anything to do with our body. These are anything to do with the way our body looks, the way it feels. It might be fitness goals that we have this year. It might be that we have some phobias that we want to overcome, or an ailment that we want to end in 2010. We might want our body to look a certain way. Whatever it is to do with your body, health and fitness goals, this is the category to do it. We'll get them down in that column. The second category is our financial goals, and this is anything to do, of course, with our money. This is our debt reduction, this is our career aspirations, promotions this year that we might want to aspire to. This is our passive income generation, our investments. Property, of course, is a good tool for that one. Whatever it is to do with our money, get that down in this column and we'll work out some exciting goals to do with that. And the next one, the third column, is our personal goals. This is anything to do really with our family. This is the fun that we want to have this year. This is the personal development that we'd like to do or experience this year. Any of the toys that we might like to acquire. So we'll get that down in that column. And so I'd like you just to get your pen moving, just to fill up those columns, just to brainstorm some ideas, some things that you'd like to achieve in each of those columns. Don't worry at this stage about how you're going to achieve it. Just get them down. We'll cover the how off in a few minutes' time. Once you've done that and you've filled up the page, I'd like you to go through each of those columns and circle the 3 goals that excite you the most, so 9 goals in total. And then the second step of the goal setting is the why, and this by far is the most important. Why is it that those 9 goals are a must achieve for you in 2010? I'd like you to write a paragraph or a few sentences on each goal on why it is that you must achieve it. And to do this, I found the best way is to close your eyes and imagine that you have already achieved the goals, and to create for yourself a really vivid picture of how it feels and how it looks to have achieved the goals. What can you see at the end of December 2010 by having achieved these goals? Who are the people that are in your life? What are they saying? What are the feelings that it elicits by having achieved the goals? Is it a feeling of joy, pride, whatever it might be? Really associate with those feelings, because it's that feeling, that why, that will get you through when times get tough. And they always get tough when you're striving for new goals. So you need to have a really clear why. Conversely, I'd encourage you to close your eyes and think about the consequences of not achieving these goals. What will happen at the end of this year if you haven't achieved those goals? How does that look? How does that feel? What feelings does that elicit? Is it disappointment? Is it resentment? Whatever it might be, lock that in as well and really associate with that feeling. And by doing this, by looking at the positive and at the negative of having achieved the goals or not, you're creating for yourself a picture of the 2 driving forces that motivate everything we do. One, of course, is a desire to gain pleasure, and one is a need to avoid pain. So if you've got the pleasure and the pain, you're well on the path to achieving these goals and to having sound reasons why accomplishment for you is a must this year. The third step, quite simply, is when. My advice to people is always do it now. Do something today that starts you on the path towards achieving these goals. Whether perhaps your new goal is to acquire a new car, for example, I'd encourage you to get down to the dealership today. I'd encourage you to jump online and see what the specs of the car is, get a feel for it, contact your financial people, find out what you need to do to be able to afford this car, and start setting a plan. When you get up tomorrow morning, ask yourself one question: what can I do today to move myself closer to achieving that goal? So you've got the why, you've got the what, you've got the when. There's nothing to stop you, I'd say. Just get into it. Set the goals, plan them, assess them each day. If you'd like some help with it, some encouragement with it, I'd be grateful of the opportunity to help you one-on-one. You can attend, I should say, one of my Live Your Dreams goal setting seminars. Details for that are online on this website. Whatever your plans are for 2010, I wish you every success. Have a great year. I look forward to catching up with you. This is Campbell Scott. My details on campbellscott.com.